Feature Friday.
The freshest.
And we're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Feature Friday.
Feature Friday. I was about to say
Feature
Feature
Friday.
Friday Plus, but it isn't.
No, it is not. It's just a Friday. It's just regular, good old music Friday.
It is, yeah. We've been thinking about it since we did it actually. That there's been so many singers that we didn't
What are
know
you talking about?
from the Philippines.
Ah, Philippines Part 2.
Yeah, that we didn't know from Philippines, and then we kind of didn't. I mean, we try to find like on part one, we try to find like some of the stuff that you guys have sent before, but there was so many. Like it was gonna be way too difficult to try and take our time with each one.
Mm-hmm.
So now we thought we'll go back and listen to songs that we haven't have no idea what they are,
Artists that we haven't discovered yet, and I'm really, really excited.
and then some some that we recognize as well.
Yeah, and some good old names that we all love and adore.
It is very peculiar because I was reading like this article on like the Philippines, and it said something along the lines like the top two most popular activities in the Philippines. One of them was singing, and the other one was like basketball or something like that. I think it
How
was.
freaking cool is that?
So
The
yeah,
Philippines is the coolest country. Okay?
basically the Philippines is like a singing making factory. Like everyone sings.
I just gotta move. I gotta move to the Philippines. I was also watching like a lot of pictures on Google because I was like curious about the Philippines and trying to learn fun facts about them. What did I learn? Not much. I was just taken away by the whole freaking beautiful beaches and islands and little places that
Well,
you
they
need
have
to go.
like good beaches and stuff like that.
Efra is so freaking beautiful. That's what paradise looks
All I
like.
know is that it's bloody hot in there.
Yeah.
From a
Yeah.
lot of messages you guys have sent, it's like, oh mate, if you're cold in London, just come visit here. And it's actually not. Is it that far of a trip from London to?
I don't
Philippines?
really know. I don't know how
Feel like
many
it shouldn't
hours.
be.
No, I think it's a little far. I think my friend when she went was like 5 hours on a plane.
That's not bad.
That's not too bad, is it?
The jet lag wouldn't get you either that much.
Me.
Depends.
Depends.
Yeah, depends what time you go.
Yeah.
If you sleep from the plane, you'll be fine.
No, I think it depends.
Just stay awake in the plane. Just don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't remember. Actually, we got Google here.
We do.
Like, let's just check it out. How
I reckon
long
it'll be 4 hours.
in a plane to get to?
I wonder if people are actually like going on holidays at the moment. You know what I mean? Because now like not Philadelphia, Philippines, right? 5 hours.
Yeah, it takes five hours.
I've just made that up. I didn't read that from anywhere.
Philippines.
No, we don't want to.
No, what did I write?
How long in the plane to get to Philippines? Plane.
Nah.
Plane.
Plane.
There you go. It takes 2 weeks to get there.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so expensive. Look. It
I
takes.
can go for that price.
Bloody hell, can you stop scrolling?
No, just how long it takes.
I don't know. I can't figure it out for some reason. How long? You should just write. How long is the flight to the Philippines?
How long?
That's a much better way of wording it. How long is the
the
flight
flight
to
to
the Philippines? There you go. From London.
from London?
That's probably what you should have said.
Yeah, probably.
14 hours.
14 hours.
What the fuck? Why?
I obviously got that wrong.
5 hours, you said.
40. I was just 9 hours off.
What do I feel like? It's like, I don't know, like around the corner.
I don't know. Why do you feel like it's around the corner? It's obviously not.
Here in London, though, the Philippine community, it is quite large, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, for example, one of my closest friends in high school, he was from the Philippines. I used to hang around with his friends.
I used to have a lot of Filipino friends as well.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
Have I met
there's-
any tennis players that are from the Philippines?
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. Never, mate. Who have I met that is from the Philippines?
I'm pretty sure.
You can whisper, everyone.
I don't remember his name.
Right.
He used to. He was very cool. He used to be very flamboyant with his dress, with the way he was
Oh, is he from the? Yeah, he is from
dressed.
the
Yeah, I
Philippines.
tell you. Yeah.
You are right. Actually, I've met several Filipino players.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right. Very bizarre, actually, yeah. I know a few Filipino models.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Tons
it
of
is.
Filipino singers.
I wonder, do people from, I think I've asked this before, but like English, it
14
seems
hours.
English seems like a commonly spoken language
Yeah.
in the Philippines. Probably why a lot of covers they do, they really don't struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
But I do wonder if they're like fluent. A lot of these artists that we're gonna check out.
Yeah, most people, well, based on what my friends used to tell me, people can speak, but it's not like their first language. They speak Tagalog like a first language, but the second most spoken language
It's
in
English.
the Philippines is
So we'll be fine. Like if we go there,
yeah,
would they be able to?
but not
Would they
on the outskirts of the country. Like if you go to like the capital, you will be fine. You'll get by speaking English.
If on the outskirts they don't speak English,
Yeah,
and
you
I
need to
spoke
find.
in Spanish to them, would that be easier for them to
I
understand?
have no idea.
Because Tagalog and Spanish do have a lot of
In
similarities.
common, yeah.
Like a lot.
I
Even
don't-
with the
I don't
names,
really
dude.
know.
I know it's because now I've learned thanks to the comments and I appreciate all the comments. We really read all of them. You know, that it was colonized by Spain like 400 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even more. Not sure. I read comments, but my memory isn't very good.
You know what's funny though? I just wanna go. It's not funny. It's just that I wanna go just so I can eat Filipino food
I reckon
until I
it'd be really
cannot
similar
eat
to South
anymore.
American food.
Yeah, it's very similar, but I
Because
don't
I have
know.
had it.
Yeah, me too. And I just love it. I love eating lechon.
Yeah, lechon. That's the big pig. isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird you like that because you're very weird with animals.
Yeah, but I don't like seeing it. I just like eating it.
That's all part of it, isn't it? The apple in the mouth. It's so iconic.
It is, but I just like eating it.
Yeah.
No, watching the whole pig that freaks me out a little.
Well, let's. By the way, enjoy our song. We
Oh
hope you
yeah,
like it.
go for it. It's a new one.
And
It's new.
Con.
I'll pack and go to Mars today. I need a break from my mistakes, but I'm taking you. 'Cause out in space we're not the same. Chasing, floating every day, and it's all so brand new. I came to face a new day with my old misplaced ways of thinking. So go ahead and just say what you wanna say. No, don't be afraid, 'cause we both got our ways of thinking. We'll go to Mars today. I know the ride is a little wild, but why don't you stay? Why don't you stay? I'm not a lot, but I can say I'm not nothing either way. I'm still learning about myself. You know, just be patient with this relationship, 'cause I don't think I can make it out of it without you. I'd be sinking. I've been in and out of my mind, and I can help but notice that maybe I'm not thinking. I came to face a new day with my old misplaced ways of thinking. So go ahead and just say what you wanna say. No, don't be afraid, 'cause we both got our ways of thinking.
I hope and dream I can feel an arena, and people be shouting my names, and I'm fucking chicks backstage with names like a train. I'm getting awards, and people be thinking of me as a statement of winning with meaning. Latin awards, Oscars, Grammys on two, but I just got no feelings. Sometimes I just think of this shit, then I hop on the beat. I'm so spitting like this, I start to believe that maybe it was really just born for this shit. Everything that's ever done, maybe was wasting my time doing tennis and shit. Like it's kinda depressing that I've been spending so much focus on so much just different shit. Now I'm hoping I really pop off, and this is really my year. Now I'm writing like this, but I gotta admit my lyrics are just littered by fear. Ironic, and the thing that I love doing the most is the less clear, and the easiest to meet the right career. I make mistakes all the time, this is my admission. It's got me thinking, what if I figured out my mission. Thought I had it all down by dynamiting my ambition. Now I got people telling me I've committed treason. I can change the flow, waiting on my clock to blow. Fuck your snow, chica, you know you be doing the most. Ride it slow, catch me when I'm on a roll. I gotta stop. Shit's done it wild.
I came to face a new day with my old misplaced ways of thinking. So go ahead and just say what you wanna say. Now don't be afraid, 'cause we both got our ways of thinking.
Let's start with, I think, one of the most interesting requests I think we've ever had, really, because we've never had kids on the show.
True, that's actually very true.
No, I think I'm going blind with one eye. Again.
Every single time you sit here, you're like, oh, my right eye.
Not
can't
every
see."
time. It's just, what do you call it? My lashes.
Your eyes shut.
Eyelashes. Is that lashes?
Yes,
Yeah.
those are your lashes.
Yeah, I think sometimes it just can decide to attack my eye. And my eye just doesn't like it. Anyways. We've never had kids on the show. And these are called, they have the word boys in the title, and they look very small, so I'm guessing they're kids.
Yeah, they are.
And they're called the TNT Boys. And they're very, like, bloody popular by the sound of it.
Yes, and they're super popular. I've never seen them. I
Never.
don't know. No.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
don't. Apparently, they were in Little Big Shots.
Oh,
with
really? Is that where they
Steve
came from?
Harvey.
Do you know what I like?
No,
Like,
I don't think they came from that, but they
sort of
they
visited.
started. Yeah.
Best kid I've seen in that show is that Indian
they-
kid.
No, I was gonna say the one that does all the stuff like Bruce Lee. That was
he's
adorable.
Good. No, I like the Indian kid. I think he's from India, and he was like food.
tikka masala.
Yeah, he was like food, west, east. No, was it east,
East
west?
to west,
Food is the best. That guy's so charming, and he like dances and does the splits, you know.
like-
but he's got a thick boy.
Yeah.
It's
And he was
lovely.
like, what do you like about yourself the most? And he's like, this. I like this the most.
It's like, do you cook? No, I eat. What a charming fella. So let's watch TNT Boys singing a song called "Listen."
That's
Beyonce,
actually
isn't it?
from damn, look at you. That's from a movie called a Dream Girls Boy will make you happy. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie, but I think that song is from Beyonce. Is it actually from Beyonce?
No, Beyonce it was in the movie, and then this is part of the soundtrack of
Did
the
she
movie.
not sing it?
But she didn't sing this song. Actually, the singer of Listen is like absolutely insane. What's her name? I keep forgetting.
Listen.
Uh,
You should put your glasses on, mate.
I left them in my room. Yeah, I just rather struggle.
Yeah, I can search it up if you want.
Nah, I got it for you.
Yeah, it's Beyonce, mate.
No, Beyonce doesn't sing that song.
Oh, Jamie Foxx is in it. Jennifer Hudson is in it as well. Eddie Murphy's in that movie. My gosh.
Yeah. This is like elite level.
I thought that was Vladimir Putin. with his with Jenny Harris.
Oh, you're so weird, dude.
Joan, what is it? Lick go.
Well, she does.
Oh, Google says yes.
No,
I
wait,
say
wait,
yes.
wait. I'll have to search this up. Listen.
But let's put something on the line. Come on, make it interesting.
Oh, it is Beyonce.
But.
Fine, I'll take it. It is mine. My fault. It's my
Who
L.
would have thought I would be correct out of discussing a Beyonce song when I don't ever really listen to much Beyonce, apart from that song 7-Eleven, is it 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Run it down, do it, in it, done it down.
I'm just trying to think. Why am I confused?
I don't know.
Never mind.
TNT Boys,
Yeah. Okay. Let's just
Listen.
watch it. Let's watch it.
special kids. Those kids are special.
What?
Yeah,
That is insane.
special kids. You know what's really interesting is that I'm just thinking now. There's something that happens when you're so young, right? And you're developing as an artist. Not only from a limited experience of being that young and being exposed to
that amount of success. Yeah.
It's crazy. But also, I just hope as the more they mature, they don't lose that bit that I just saw there in those 10 seconds before, where they look at each other,
yeah,
and it was so natural, that synchronicity, sort of, what do you call it, that that sort of harmony,
yeah,
of it really became a unity. That is so hard to teach, and the fact that it comes to some extent natural. Of course it is taught, but it comes natural. That's really special. They're really special kids.
I'm blown away. I know very little singers that can achieve what they just did in a minute and 55 seconds, right? I just don't know many singers that can do that. And seeing 3 kids
Yeah, I mean,
achieve
probably,
that
level.
9, obviously
10?
to them, I don't know, but to them it's such a second nature. The stage presence, what the song requires, the everything, they listening to each other, the harmony work, everything is just so professional. It's like I feel like I'm watching.
Yeah, this isn't a competition. I think that's a concert.
I don't even know what this is about anymore. The whole entity that they are together is so bizarre. It's such a bizarre experience.
I'd love to know. To me, they could definitely fucking outsell venues and stuff like that. They definitely would sell tickets. So I'd love to know if they've had their first experience touring, if maybe they've been at this from a really, really young age, or maybe it seems that it all began in a singing competition.
I think to get to a singing competition, you have to already be good.
No,
right?
No, of course, I'm just saying.
I think judging by their age, like how young they look, let's say they're 10.
Yeah.
Let's just say they're 10. Mm-hmm. They probably met when they were maybe 7 or 8.
No, that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is,
it is a huge point. What 7-year-old sings to an outstanding level? You don't get that.
No.
They're an absolute abnormality, and in the greatness of the word,
So, this is from March 2019. The Maki en Francis Concepcion, he was 12 at the time. Maybe he's 13 now. Maki en Puerto, he was 13, and Kiefer Sanchez, he was 14.
Kiefer.
Yeah. So maybe when this happened, they were probably 11, 12.
Yeah. That is insane.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is how long has it been since they've reached stardom to some extent? Since they've been, at this level where they're generating millions of views, where they're generating a lot of interest. I'd love to know that.
Yeah,
really
me
love to know
too.
that.
This is insane. What about adding Beyonce? I thought that's what he was gonna say.
You know what I mean? I wonder if Beyonce has seen this.
I probably. I mean,
yeah, I really wonder.
It's just insane. What type of performance do you like?
Now,
RuPaul is in there.
Now
what show is this? That's insane. I love that.
By the look of it, it's like that is also another competition, and then people sort of judge. Because I was gonna say the crowd is very weirdly set up.
No, it's all famous people.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is insane though. How do you? I don't understand. They really are a whole incredible, unique thing. It's crazy. It's wild to think they're kids.
They're definitely
young kid.
They're definitely the only probably. Who can I think of that is doing something similar right now? By that level, I think
it's the age range that makes them so outstanding. Because
it's definitely a selling point, the fact that they're so young,
definitely.
And then that their age no longer. Because here's the thing: when sometimes when you go and watch junior shows or stuff like that, I don't like the fact that you have to go in there thinking, well, they are juniors, so they will develop, right? So that you can kind of forgive certain mistakes. You can kind of, but what's really impressive, and I'm sure a lot of people that have watched this, or the audience is probably gobsmacked by it. It's the fact that the quality of their product, it's already at an elite level. Like they
Yes.
could sell tickets, they could sell out arenas. I feel they could, generate millions of views, which they certainly
Is
do.
the
So
professionalism behind these kids. It'd be very naive to think these kids haven't been trained or coached. Like the way they behave. No, but like that doesn't come. Like there's a certain part of it that is natural.
yeah,
That is innate, that just happens when you're born. Sometimes you're born with a star, and sometimes you see some kids and you're like, wow,
yeah.
right? But there's a certain way of moving and carrying yourself that even with the most talented person, you have to shape it,
Of course.
especially in an environment where you are being watched and judged. There's a certain a coaching that goes behind it for everybody.
Yeah.
So seeing it in kids to that level, it really is like, what?
Yeah, this is probably one of the benefits then to being part of these shows when you're that young, because they do have this training periods, and they do have this really, really intense rehearsals moments. So this would be beneficial for them in whatever happens to them, whether they win competitions or they don't, who cares? But their future is super bright, So it's maybe this is the best way for them to sort of be developing. One of the things we were discussing earlier that I think is admirable from the South Korean industry, the whole K-pop thing, it's that they go through a training regime years prior to their debut, and when they debut they carry on training, and then after they're at the top of the game they still improve, and they're still improving and training, so they never really plateau, which you get to see a lot with artists that either didn't have a training background, of extensive training, or that make hits but then they plateau, so you always know what to expect from them. I feel like when you start so young in that sort of a system, to some extent, your success in terms of your artistry and your development as an artist, it's pretty much guaranteed. Now, whether you make hits and sell out, that is what it is. That goes down to marketing, right agencies, right people around you.
Different ball game,
But they're what you said, their professionalism and how they develop as an artist, I think they're bloody hell, they're right. For the next 50 years.
It's insane. I can't wait to see what the future holds for those three boys, because they're about to embark in this whole journey of
Well, they already have.
No, but the vocal development,
Good point.
being boys and losing that treble notes and stuff like that, or maybe they develop the other way and they enhance the range instead of losing it and breaking those treble notes. I mean, it's insane because they all have incredible ranges, and the harmony manipulation it's really outstanding. So the future, it's bright and beautiful for those boys.
I just really hope that they're very family orientated, and they stay close
and that
to
they have good guidance. That's a very important aspect of having young people in the industry.
I mean, one thing that I think a lot of people know is that fame and stardom at that age, that intensity through so many years, it doesn't do anyone any good. So I really hope that they stay close to home, they stay close to family.
We wish them all the best, because wow, they're so talented.
They're stars, man. They're stars. They're not stars in the making. They are stars.
Concrete, already made.
Well, talking about stars already, I mean, bloody hell, as made as possible. That we actually by accident didn't watch the whole performance, which I was a bit annoyed about, because she's probably one of the people I enjoy watching the most ever on the channel. This is, of course, Morissette. And we watched, what's it called? 2017 Asia Song Festival.
Yeah, and we watched only the first song. Apparently there's a second part of the video. And I found the video that has them both.
Oh, nice.
I need to find where's the part that we ended up watching and we didn't.
I think the one.
Could be like-
I think we found a video. I think the video that someone sent us was like just one.
Yeah.
So, and then it was just sort of her talking a bit, and then that was it.
And yeah, so we found the longer version now. I think this is the part where she's talking. Let's just have a listen. I love Morissette. I think she killed it in that performance, by the way. Such a huge, you know, plays with so many people, like working with a backing track, and she handled everything so beautifully. It's insane. Not many people can handle such big crowds, you know.
Props
like,
to the sound engineers, man, because working with a backing track for a singer like this, and
even when it's custom made, because obviously it was for her.
Yeah, and he's in an open space. What? That's nuts.
Everything about this performance is so special.
She looks good with that dress too. It's like a dress.
Stunning. It's like a what is it called? It's not dungaree. What is it? Jumpsuit.
Tangerine.
Dungarees.
Dungarees.
Yeah, like a.
Like a dungarees.
No, it's not. But it's
like
a
when
jumpsuit.
you put some, you know, from
Thank you so much. I am so happy to be here with all of you tonight.
She's such a blessing.
This was in Korea, right?
To be a part of this year's Asia Song Festival. Thank you so much for being so warm. Such a beautiful country you all have here, and you guys are amazing.
Woo woo!
Are you guys ready for another song?
Charming.
Yes.
This next song is a little more upbeat, and if you guys know the song, I would like to invite all of you to dance with me and sing along. This is for all of you.
Oh yeah, we'll
Play
dance.
music.
Que bella! She's so gorgeous, honestly.
Nice lighting. Jesus Christ! Can see why, huh? Dude, how good does that look?
It is a dress. I thought it was a jumpsuit.
Whoa, man.
Woohoo!
Wow.
She sounds like the the muses from Hercules. Couldn't she be one of the muses from Hercules?
Yes.
Like, you know, the beginning, the opening intro for Hercules. Once upon a time,
Yeah.
not so long ago.
Yeah.
And then there's Morissette busting some notes, you know?
For real, yeah.
For real.
Wouldn't
She's
surprise
so
me.
soulful.
Would it surprise me if Disney would call her up? I mean, she has worked with Disney before,
Yeah,
hasn't she? So,
she was the official voice for
Aladdin?
the Filipino Aladdin.
yeah, I mean, she's insane, and she does fit this sort of royal sort of look, you know what I mean? Which Disney with princesses and all that stuff.
I was
does
gonna
sell
say
really
she
well.
just has. She's a very moldable singer, so she like molds to each genre really easily.
Yeah.
Because she was singing pop right before this, and now she's freaking riffing off like a soul queen.
Like gospel, yeah.
Yeah, very gospel, very soulful. I mean, beautiful. I adore her.
Whoa.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Hello? It is a jumpsuit.
Hey. So hard at doing a backing track, dude. Yeah, that place is packed. Where's this song from?
It's an 80s song. That's a gorgeous stage. Like, look how many people there's in there.
Damn.
It's just such a hard song.
Damn. How do you get tickets for something like that? Like,
I don't know. I think you have to buy them like how you do when the Summerfest here. What is it like? How you buy tickets here for?
Right, for what? Love
the
box.
no the
Wireless.
the
Reading.
summer thing they do in Wembley. It's where all the artists come.
I don't know.
It's from a radio.
Oh,
Summertime Bowl.
sure.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Right. You
Yeah.
you still have to buy tickets.
And you have to buy tickets, but you have to buy them like years in advance. Like a year in advance because they
Jesus.
sell out so quick.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
Yeah.
I wonder, because someone said to me that they had I think that the exact wording was, I had the privilege to watch Morissette in London.
What?
I think, am I making these up?
What?
I think it was in the West End.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I could be making that up. Or
No,
maybe I'm
that-
just confused.
That probably makes sense because she would fit the whole musical ideal.
But if she's ever touring, like, I'm down.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
She's insane. Could you imagine watching that live?
Yeah, it'd be fun, dude. She's good. So I recognize the song, but I don't at the same time.
Yeah. It was a hit in the 80s. And I used to sing it with another band.
Right. Hey.
Woo. It's incredible stage presence.
Nice. What the?
Ah, insane!
That's ridiculous, dude.
It's such a hard song because it's so demanding.
Long as hell too, no?
Yeah. Ooh!
She's going higher and higher.
No, there's no key change.
Oh.
Well, in the original song, there's no key change.
Oh. Jesus Christ, dude. Not many people. I think it's when you watch Morissette, it's sort of like very easy to just sort of presume,
That anyone can do it.
yeah, that it, that was, other people might be able to do that.
Yep.
Not many can, dude.
No,
That's the
sir.
scary bit. That it's like a singer of that quality not only exists, but a singer of that quality is
It makes you overlook the fact of how difficult it is.
it's out there competing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she's out there selling and people are gonna compare other singers to her.
Yep.
That's rough.
It's hard.
That's
I mean,
rough.
that's so unfair in the rest of the world.
That's
I'm
tough.
just saying, this type of song is so difficult because it's constantly very demanding. It's
She's a good artist, man.
all the time at the top of your range, just hitting there, stay there, going back to there. Your larynx are up here the whole time. And
This is that song that we've seen singers like after it they lose their voice and stuff.
yeah,
like that.
this would be that song.
Yeah.
This would be the song that breaks you for
Right.
real. But then you see also you're putting such a difficult environment because when you're in a stage like this, okay, adrenaline's rushing. You gotta be taken into consideration where the cameras are, where's your audience, how
Sure.
do you handle yourself, or where are you looking to, where are you looking for, how do you
If
keep
the
people
crowd is
engaged
on, yeah.
engaged. So this setting is just is incredible. What she's doing here is incredible. And taking also, you also have to think about that this is not her country, not her language, not her audience, right?
Yeah,
so
I
these
mean,
are people that are not here. They don't probably
point.
didn't even know who she was up until this point.
I'd say she definitely has an audience there. That's probably why she got invited.
True, but not a big majority.
Did I
think.
see EXO
Yes, you did.
light sticks?
Yes, you did.
I mean, you know what I mean?
You're between big dogs.
Yeah, there is a good chance that there's some parts of the audience that may not know every single person who's performing,
Yeah.
and they've just gone for a specific sort of band or
Yeah.
person. You know, they might have gone just for Morissette and they don't know who EXO is. They might have gone just for EXO, but they don't know who Morissette is.
That's right.
It's a good chance of it.
I really like this festival setting type thing because you really do get a broad cocktail of all the whoever's trending in the whole of Asia. It doesn't necessarily fall into just the one industry, which is really cool.
I think that the overall objective of that is not only to sell the maximum amount of tickets, but also that if there are some upcoming singers or upcoming bands,
Then you also have a
this huge platform for them to
Yeah.
just showcase why you're one of the best or upcoming right now.
Yeah, let's finish this off. This is insane.
That lighting is great with that outfit.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
What the?
It's insane.
That is so weird, dude. That's so bizarre. What the?
So great.
It's like she.
And as we say in our country, maraming salamat po. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.
Woo!
Bro,
Woo woo!
how did she come up
Girl,
with that, dude?
how does that even come out?
Hold on.
I don't get it. My love,
Well, you do get it. But that's rough to do it like that. Jesus Christ. Let's see what people are saying. You got the best singer in the world.
2020, who's still watching? Me.
And so a lot of people are saying the audience was very into it. I mean, I
Yeah,
did
'cause
notice
It's not. They didn't go there for her. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like in this type of festival settings.
But to be fair, I didn't really care because I'm there for Morissette. So
Yeah, but they didn't buy tickets because Morissette was in the headline. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
in this type of settings, you buy because you're gonna get a whole plethora of people, not one specific artist. And a lot of times, you get artists that you don't know until that moment. So
which is actually not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
it's fantastic. It's incredible, but it's a very hard environment to sing to. Like knowing that you might be singing to a lot of people that don't really know.
Yeah, I may not know who you are.
Yeah,
It's a
who
bit
you
rough. We were discussing it the other day when we watched. I don't know who it was. Someone else performed. Like it's.
And from this performance is how she got Asia's Phoenix.
Right, I
From this
see.
performance.
That's brilliant. I
Yeah.
can see why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The fact that, if the audience is into it, or maybe the thing is, the only bit of the audience you see is basically the same 25 people where the camera's close.
I don't think it's 24, but maybe like
because
a good
they are,
50 people.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, but you can't really see the rest, the thousands, because it's all dark, isn't it?
And it's so huge.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is what it is. I mean, I like the performance. I think one of the.
How could you not like that? It's an incredible display of talent.
I think that my takeaway from it is that it's very kind of what do you call it? It maybe scary. Yeah, would be the right
Ooh,
word.
definitely.
You know
definitely
that someone
intimidating.
like Morissette, who is really an elite singer, is out there and she's selling tickets and filling out stadiums and more people are getting to know that amount of talent. So it's a great thing, kind of like a cleansing, isn't it? Because
It
a
is.
lot of, not to throw any shade at any singer that's out right now, I've always say, if you're selling tickets, if you're making views, and it got my respect already just for that reason. But that you haven't seen many singers of this quality
In a little while.
in a good while, really. So it's I don't know, I'm all for it. Maybe I'm just a sucker for good, people that really have worked hard and have what do you call it, refined their craft to some extent.
It's just really interesting because everything she has about herself, she's so grounded in the whole of her craft, in the whole of
so humble and like
and it's so easy to watch her, like you just get hypnotized straight away, not only by the incredible amount of talent that she is, but also what she transmits. That communication is insane.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see when the 70s,
77.
The original song.
Late 70s.
The emotions, the best of my love. Oh. Yeah.
I knew I'd recognize it. It must have been from you on one of your gigs.
Yeah. That's how. But
I was trying to what is that? What?
I just didn't do the whole whistle notes because, my God.
Do you know anyone that can sort of
my
do
God.
that? Do you know anyone?
Do I know anybody that can whistle notes?
Because wouldn't you? This is why my little monkey brain would think, right? When you're whistling like that, or doing the whistle notes, not actually whistling, but doing the whistle notes, wouldn't you lose some power?
No,
I think I've asked you this before.
It's about precision,
right.
and a very specific point.
Where
it's a very
breathiness turns into.
No, it's a mixture between falsetto and and the pushing of the larynx to a certain place and the tilt. It's a very fickle thing to get right.
We found out on the other video. You remember how you told me she was trying to catch it before and then she went for it?
And you could also see how she lost it a little bit because there are moments where because the vocal folds are in such a thin setting that even if you blow a little bit too much air in, you lose contact.
From the little dancing you were doing or something
not even just from standing still, because to whistle I would like to think that you have to be standing still to get the best result.
Jumping around,
right? But no, she was standing still when she was whistling.
Oh right, I see.
But I think it was the air pressure that got a bit too intense, and then the setting on the vocal folds just widen up too much. And then they were it's minuscule. It's minuscule, and the position is so hard to get.
And she can feel that sort of thing.
Yeah. You gotta feel it, like especially because the larynx are set, so they get pulled up, tilt forwards, and then pushed a little bit to maintain. And the airflow has to be constant, but not too harsh, so it doesn't create that much space in between the vocal folds. There you got it. And that's how you
it's so humbling, isn't it? There's so much is going on when someone sings.
Yeah. It's insane. It's a whole science, dude. And it's incredible that you can see it in one individual,
Well, talking about probably freaks, be the right word, I don't know, anomalies.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Alienly talented.
Yes.
It's someone that has been highly requested, and I'm really looking forward to this. His name is Gary Valenciano.
We're Valencianos too.
Yeah,
that's the area we were born in.
Well,
Venezuela.
We were born in Naguanagua.
No.
I was.
You were born in Naguanagua. I don't even know where I was born. I just know I'm from Valencia.
Born in the street, mate. We found you in
I
the park.
belong to the streets.
That's such a sibling thing to say. You're adopted.
They found you on a beanbag.
It's like, yeah, I'm what, mate? You know what I mean?
At least they wanted me. Funny.
Yeah, this is Gary Valenciano. Sings Spain by Chick Corea. I was actually just listening to Chick Corea last night.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You do know who it is. It's
Do I know who that is?
Yeah, look, I'll show you this. In every modern drama we've ever watched,
okay,
they always used that arrangement. Look at this.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
But yeah, that's why I'm a bit I'm really looking forward to this, because this is
unusually good.
No, where's the percussion and stuff? That's what makes this piece so impressive. Look,
is he gonna do all the percussive stuff with his vocals?
Look.
Yeah, true. I actually did a jazz piece. I had to do some grading and stuff, and for one of my exams, I had to do a performance that Chick Corea piece. Yeah, I do know. I knew I was being ridiculous. Yeah. Good point.
This was released in when I was born.
When I was
in the 98, but I think it was actually January.
Okay.
When it was released. Yeah, I remember because I was just born. I'm joking. I remember because the single.
Something that iconic happened when I was born.
I wasn't even born then. A few months left. But in the single I was checking out yesterday, it was kind of like they're telling like little facts about it while the video was playing. And yes, I think it was the 1st of January actually. Very weird, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, is he gonna do?
I don't know.
Everything vocally.
I'm a bit, conflicted here because.
Efra, I'm excited.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do all the arrangement with his voice.
Wish
107.5.
Yesterday, just a photograph of yesterday.
Nice breathiness to him.
All its edges folded into coated, faded sepia brown, and yet it's all I have of our past love.
Whoa. Oh Jesus!
The note accuracy.
Kinda got lost there for a second.
The guy in the mirror, it's me, and the window.
He's loving it. Look at him.
I can see such brighter days.
Such a presence as well, doesn't it?
We sang is sung again.
He's loving life.
And now we know this time.
It's so difficult.
It's for good.
It's so jazzy.
Doesn't it make you
It's
feel
so
like you're in the
jazzy.
20s?
It does. It makes me no, not the 20s. It's very the 40s, 1940s in a
Sure.
jazz bar whilst you're smoking and drinking some champagne. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh yeah, it runs back in the day,
You know?
Come back from there. I don't know.
It's crazy because
Pub.
listen, when you have a jazz piece,
Were they pubs in 1940s?
yeah, when there's a specific thing about it, because there's so much freedom in the natural range of jazz,
Yes.
right? So all the discordant notes, everything that you wouldn't naturally think fits, happens in jazz,
yeah.
right?
Hence why some people find it's inaccessible to them.
Yes, but it's literal. If you're a musician, or if you are a music lover person, this is like a whole universe of excitement, right? But singing jazz to this specific area of it, it kind of falls in the whole gray area because everything is just so left in the open, because the accompaniment is doing so little. It's just literally just guiding him through
He must. I think.
the
I
movements.
think he has a pianist there with him.
Yeah. It's very difficult to get that accurate and so comfortable
Yeah.
with the vocal movements. I am absolutely obsessed.
This is a
with
rough
this.
piece, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen. And it's 8 minutes long, kind of like the original.
Yeah.
And we're lovers
Which is way
once
longer.
again. And you're
Yeah, but that guy is a mature artist. Jesus Christ. He's not new.
No, sir. Look at that accuracy.
You're near me.
Wow.
I feel like I'm time traveling. Nice ring.
But that's not all.
Engagement?
I remember the rain in December, the leaves were brown, falling down.
Whoa.
I didn't love and adore you. The nights filled with joy were our yesterdays, and the nights were our needs of yearning.
Yeah, turn it up.
Can't recall my desire. Buried a memory is on fire.
What?
Picture of all our yesterdays, yesterday. I gotta keep every time I see you gaze at me.
Brutal.
The rain in December, the leaves were brown, falling down. It's on fire, and I get a picture of all I guess.
It's a joke.
Dude, what on earth is happening here? The
Dude, that song is so good, dude. Yeah, it's very
right
bizarre.
now-
He's given a.
No, I think there is a version with vocals.
Yeah,
in
but
it.
it's very no. He's doing it differently. It's very bizarre that he's catching everything in such manner.
Yes.
That is fucking bizarre.
It's outstanding. I want to see this version on a music sheet. Like, I want to see how many beats he's doing per bar.
I wouldn't be able to understand it.
And what are the movements? I'm totally obsessed.
Yeah,
This is so unusual.
he's feeling everything, dude.
And he's so aware of everything surrounding him. Is incredible.
But I think he has to, because that is a tough, bloody performance.
Yeah, but he's also very
in one of the roughest environments.
Yes, sir.
We've discussed it on the channel before. That is not an easy place to sing on. Hence why we're so surprised so many like insane moments have happened in there.
And it's only been 2 minutes.
Yeah, not just because of Gary. Like, you know, there's been many singers
Oh yeah.
that have had amazing moments there.
Yes,
You know,
so true.
the sound engineer, Jesus Christ, want to know who he is and shake his hand.
Well, that whoever the team in the Wish bus, because it
Insane.
probably isn't just one person. Like the whole team
definitely,
in
yeah.
there, it's
But it's a boss, isn't it?
A1. It's stunning. Even the driver.
I want to shake the driver's
10
hand
out of
too.
10.
Yeah.
My God.
Skipping all the bumps.
Yeah, you know, do what you gotta do. Parking in the right spot.
Literally, yeah.
It's so cool. I'm
It's so
telling you.
atmospheric as well. It's rainy as well.
Wow, this man.
Today's yesterday. I got the game time. I see your gaze at me. I see moments of history.
You listen to the tac, 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 tac.
And we dance to the melody as we live again.
Such a difficult piece.
The sounds of our hearts beat like
Wait for this bit. Wait for this bit.
forever we'll know their meaning.
That's the joke. He catches everything.
My God.
Yeah, for real, though.
For real. The hell?
The instrumental's good. Yep. He's a bit.
What is happening?
It adds so much.
Oh my God. Vamos. I'm excited.
You gaze at me, I see moments of history.
Yeah,
Come on,
Tony.
bring it up. Come on.
Eyes meet mine, and they dance to the melody.
Yeah, that's the impressive bit. That he hasn't gotten lost. Because the tempo is so difficult in that piece alone. The reason why and actually my father and I were listening to it last night. Literally, we were just talking about it. It's so weird. We were just discussing it.
Strange.
Because in every modern drummer, in case you don't know what the modern drummer festival is, it's if you play the drums or you're a percussionist, it's probably marked the first decade of the 2000s.
Yeah.
From 2000 to 2010, it definitely marked your existence.
Yeah.
It had iconic performances like Aaron Spears, Gerald Hayward,
You
Marvin
had-
McQueedy.
Yeah, you had the greatest of the greatest of the
From
percussion.
from
life.
2000 to 2010, you really had like Beast. You had oh, now that we're thinking about drummers, I cannot think of anything else.
That's all right. Just move on. What is your point?
Yeah, the point is that a lot of drummers that went to Modern Drummer Festival each year would bring out this piece because
Such a
percussion-wise, it's like a dream come true for a minor percussionist like myself or for a drummer to play on. You know, but it's very difficult. And what you'd find, actually, some drummers would get lost in. And they're the ones equalizing their own stuff.
yeah.
So that's why you're seeing this is a very difficult. I don't know how to explain how difficult of a piece this is to do. What is he calling? Staccato? What is he?
Scatting.
Scatting. To do scatting Kind of.
Well, he wasn't really scatting. He was more like percussively vocalizing in that section because
Yeah.
he wasn't supposed to be singing. But I think that was the trick, that he was
keeps him
following
on.
the percussive beat of the song itself, so you don't lose sight of where you are and rhythmically where you gotta be. That's very common in jazz.
Yep.
But this lets me know that he
I never
doesn't
knew.
only.
Is this his lyrics? Because I've never actually.
Yeah. There is a version where somebody put
Are you
lyrics to
sure?
it. Yeah.
Because I've never heard the one with lyrics. I've
Yeah.
actually never.
Yeah,
maybe-
because you have always seen the instrumental or the percussion use of it. But I have heard the lyrics of it before. But how he's doing it though, it's
Sure.
it's absolutely insane because he's following the actual rhythm of it.
Says composer lyricist Joaquin Rodrigo.
Why you had such a hard time saying
wow.
that, Joaquin?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, honestly, this lets me know that he doesn't only understands the genre,
That's good.
but that he's a musician himself.
That's bloody good, mate.
It's outstanding.
That's so difficult. What the fuck? I think musicians would go nuts over this. I'd love to see like other percussionists and stuff like that. Listen to this, the video, we're going like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Ephra, my brain cannot process
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It has melted. Officially
I bet musicians
melted.
go nuts with this.
Yes, this is like paradise for musicians. Go back.
So
the camera just came
off. I don't know why.
Ephra, what the hell is happening?
Wait, one second.
Oh, the camera work! Just adding so much to this whole performance.
He's good.
What?
That guy is good.
What?
Jesus Christ.
God.
Why don't I know who he is?
Why is this not like world renowned?
I mean, he has a few million views, doesn't it?
just
It does. Trust me, it does.
it must do. Do you know what is really cool though? This also gives me like, you know, in New York, Latin jazz fusion.
It does.
A lot of people that would sing with big jazz bands that do like Latin fusion would scat like this.
Really?
Yeah, like Ruben Blades does
Yeah,
it quite
yeah,
often.
true.
And seeing this type of things,
It's a good
this is
comparison.
like a total outstanding level of wow. But it kind of feels familiar to a certain point. Like it feels like,
Does he have a pianist with him or something? A keyboard?
I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. And it sounds like a track. Sounds like it's a track.
Go on, play.
It's just so accurate.
Nice.
Vaya. Se prendió la vaina.
One of the most enjoyable experiences we've ever had. Dude.
Ah, que se la comió. Come on.
Yeah, he knows that like the palm of his hand.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of Ruben Blades.
Yeah, that's good. That's really fucking good.
My God! How many times do you have to stand up and give him a standing ovation? Oh my goodness!
It's insane. That guy is admirable, dude.
God!
Gary Valenciano.
as we live again.
It's ridiculous.
Sounds of our hearts beat like castanets, and forever
Ah.
we'll know their meaning.
Perfect.
I get to know the wind in the sun when the leaves were brown, falling down. I love was a Spanish fiesta. The bright
I just need to breathe. Imagine if Michael Jackson was still alive. Just have a little combo with these two together.
Yeah, pretty much. Michael was one of the best to do this sort of thing. Really,
He was
no
very
tracks at
percussive.
the
Yeah,
back of
yeah,
his
yeah.
back of his hand. But I do see where you're coming from. Yeah.
You see where I'm coming from? The familiarity
This is special, though.
with
Jesus
the
Christ.
track and the original song. It's outstanding.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. I would pay so much money to see how this guy dissects a song like this to learn it. Like, I would love to see how he works and prepares to get us a cover like this done.
I can't think of anyone that's actually.
No, me neither.
No, I don't think I can. Not right now. If I do, I'll put it in the comments. Or maybe if you guys enjoy that, then I'll put something like. Because I didn't know, like, you know, some of you guys would be into this type of stuff.
My brain has freaking melted.
Because this is sort of, I listen to this type of, I guess, art. Because that, you know, it
It's
really
a whole
is.
new form of art. Yeah.
I listen to this, but sort of like in my own time when no one's looking at me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's, I don't know, I didn't know you guys were so into this, you know, you're recommending this.
I don't think anyone was into this until this happened.
That's the only shame with, you know, pieces like Chick Corea's pieces, they you know.
Just so intricate.
Yeah, they're so intricate, they hurt themselves because, you know, many people can digest such complexity.
Yeah, but they
So
die legends.
Yeah, of course, I mean, whatever, he's a successful composer, he's a successful genius, you know, and he's able to monetize his genius too, which is brilliant for him. You know, he's still making stuff now, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah.
I think he just I follow him on YouTube. He just posted like a video the other day.
Ooh.
And yeah, but it's just really interesting that a lot of you guys were not only into this, impressed by it too, but it's like one
We're
like
able
you
to
have to
appreciate
see
it,
because I don't know. This is not usually what blows, you know, in terms of, and I'm really happy this has become popular for him too, because I mean the amount of work is ridiculous, but also this isn't what becomes popular, dude. You know what I mean?
No, it really
At
isn't.
all.
But if anything should go viral, this is it.
Jesus Christ! I mean,
I don't know when this happened. I don't
But
know.
yeah,
when.
I would love to see him rehearse and see how he digests such
I
complex
want to
pieces.
see a documentary. Like, I want to get into his life. Like, I want to see what a day in the life of Gary Valenciano looks like.
Interesting. I'm down.
What if
Yeah.
he's an alien?
Special
Another
guy.
alien guy.
telling
My
you.
God, the Philippines has been blessed.
I said it from the beginning. Because of the piece, the fact that it was, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's nuts. Anyways.
Let's finish. Wow.
bright lights and sounds for our joy each day, and the nights for our needs of yearning. I can't come outside, free on the moment as one found, bringing the beat to the whole, and that's the day, so today and today, I got to do it time to see that's
Wish exclusive. On Wish 1075.
I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy. It's a bit nuts. Very nuts.
What?
Yeah.
So much happened in those 8 minutes. I feel like I cannot put it into one simple conclusion and say, ah, that was great.
No, I'm just really.
Because how that would be so disrespectful.
Yeah.
My God.
I'm just really happy people really like, you know, really liked it.
I'm happy people know who the hell he is.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The world should know who he is. If Discovery Channel is watching this, make a freaking documentary on him, his life. What is it?
Now listen to this, right?
Maybe not Discovery Channel, but like Netflix.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Discovery is not really popping anymore.
It's not a thing anymore.
It is. It definitely is a thing.
It's not a thing anymore.
Oh, they would get views. Trust me.
Yeah, but you know what made go viral?
Would.
Freaking Netflix made a documentary of this guy.
Yeah.
I buy.
Yeah, I mean it reminds me of that sort of feeling when we first heard Marcelito.
Oh, definitely. I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
And Wish as well. And it was like, somebody please tell me how. You know, this one is more understandable. That the thing that it's very difficult for someone like me who admires percussion so much, and rhythmical singing or even rapping, it's the fact that I'd love to see how he breaks down such complex pieces and makes it into digestible step by steps, I guess, so he can, you know, because he really does know that bloody track like the palm of his hand or the back of his hand. What's it saying?
Yeah, from like the palm of his
hand. Like his nose.
Yeah. You can't see your nose, but I just wonder if he like goes through sections of the song.
Oh, definitely. I think that.
No, but you know, people have so many weird ways of breaking down things and working with musicians. So like, especially people that work with like music sheets and like are proper big studied musicians, and they work in such bizarre ways, right? So I just wonder
how he does it.
How
and what's
he
his background in music?
Yes, no, he's definitely like. I think what blows me away is the display of knowledge combined with technique, experience, familiarity, and this whole persona. He's a whole performer in a very natural way. You know, it reminds me of like those back home. It used to be very popular, but like the bar singers they used to have like their whole like jazz or salsa band, and they would have this persona that they would be so aware of everything around them. Yeah, absolutely everything. Even if a fly was going by, they would make a comment about it. You know, it's that whole having those
awareness.
Yeah. But when you're doing a piece that is so difficult, a display of technique that is so, it's so technical, it goes beyond anything. Your concentration, I would presume that you're 100% absorbed and concentrated in that one piece, right? I
think that's a fair assumption, yeah.
But he was so aware of everything, so grounded to the actuality of the moment, you know?
Yeah, you're right. I think it'll be really interesting to see how he, you know, does learn this type of stuff. And does he have anything else? Please kindly comment below. We will definitely check.
Any live performances with a band?
Yeah, that's rough. Why did I think that he would have I don't know why I thought he would have a pianist.
I think we saw another video of when he did with the same outfit where clicked. He had a pianist. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's watch. I think we've watched him before with Morissette, Darren Espanto.
Yes.
And now he's singing. This was very, very highly requested.
A long time ago. This was a while back.
Yeah.
So he was a lot younger here.
Well, we only found out who he was. He only entered our world, you know, like a few months back. You know?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the age factor here is huge because
apparently he was really young.
Yeah, because I think he was like 14, 15 in the video that we're about to watch.
Jesus.
And in the latest video that we watched of him, he was like
20,
19, 20, I think.
Oh, that's good. So, you know, Wish has showed him love and given the platform for a really long time and allowed him to perform there for a really long time. That's lovely to see.
Isn't that great?
So this is him singing Chandelier by Sia.
Yep. That's already a very difficult song to sing. That's right.
Yeah, without further ado, Darren Espanto on the Wish 107.5 bus. On our anniversary, you're on Wish 107.5.
I like.
Oh yeah, he looks young.
Wish
Ooh.
107.5.
I'm the one For a good time call phones blowing up, ringing my doorbell. I feel the love, I feel the love.
Oh, yes.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Going back till I lose count. I'm gonna swing
Nice.
from the chandelier.
Woohoo!
Chandelier.
Oh!
I'm gonna live like tomorrow doesn't exist.
Nice.
Like it doesn't exist.
Oh my god, great!
Gee. Dude, that's such a
Wow.
rock song.
Oh, wow.
Boy, he was good then.
Oh, wow.
He was good then.
And you know what's funny though? You would think that a young boy like this wouldn't have, I don't know, not that it wouldn't, but I don't know. You would think the personality aspect of a voice at that young isn't developed.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you haven't found a personality to your voice, like a color to your voice yet.
But
you
he
know?
did. It was showing very strong signs of he knew who he was.
But
Yeah.
the colors, like the layers in this and the way that he's singing, it's very noticeable that he was a star way before anyone knew who he was, you know?
Well, he definitely seemed to have found
His.
the twangs that made him him.
Yes.
You know, because
yes.
this is a song that has been covered billions of millions of times. You know, so
Yeah.
you kind of know what to expect, and he is delivering what most people expect, because it is a song that allows you, okay, you showcase what you're made of, you know, show us how good of a singer you are. But he's showing it's gonna be Darren Espanto singing this song.
Yeah,
You know?
his original color and notes and personality does come through so strongly,
Yeah.
and it's so refreshing to see that in a song that has been done so often and so much. You
Especially
know?
now, you know, like maybe back then it was refreshing.
Good
You know, at this point, it's like we've heard covers of these thousands of times. You
Yeah.
know, and we even sometimes get sent some. So it's good to see that at such a young age he was even able to kind of, to some extent, recognize that, okay, I don't want to sing like everyone else. I'm gonna follow the pattern of the song. Yes, I'm gonna show people what they want to have, what they want to hear, but I'm still gonna have my, well, as you say, my own colors.
It's incredible.
Won't look down, won't open my eyes. Keep my glass full until morning light. 'Cause I'm just holding on for tonight. Oh, I'm holding on for delight. Won't look down.
His own twang to it.
Glass full until morning light. 'Cause I'm just holding on for tonight. Sun is up, I'm a mess, gotta get
Nice.
It's so good.
on from this. Here comes the shame. Here comes the shame. Oh,
Lovely. He's so freaking insane.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Going back till I lose count. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier.
Nice.
From the chandelier.
Oh my god, belted!
Gonna live like tomorrow doesn't exist. Like it doesn't exist.
Whoa! How is he belting that?
Damn, dude. Breathe, dog, breathe.
Oh my goodness, dude! That was beautiful, beautiful drums.
Nice.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Cause I'm just holding on for tonight, on for tonight.
He's good. He was really good. He was amazing.
Come on.
I feel like I'm rooting for him.
So am I. Out.
Making it look and sound so easy.
That was not easy though.
He really does make it sound and look so easy.
Yeah, but that was not easy.
So easy. You know what? I think I'm changing careers. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go into, I don't know.
I wonder how old he was there. You said what, 14?
I think I read that somewhere that he was 14, 15 years old when he did this.
Yeah. Someone said his voice is higher than my salary.
I like that. I like that.
It's a good comment. You should like that,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting
Yeah, I
comment.
think he was between 15.
That's an interesting comment he said there. Somebody said that. Do you feel like, you know, coming from a singer's perspective, the fact that the environment of Wish is already difficult enough, right? But that they're sitting down and singing such songs, is that burden or?
It depends.
Because everyone we've seen that they sing amazing, they're always sitting down.
And if you pay attention, they're usually not sitting in the whole of those. On,
Yeah, the edge.
yeah,
Sitting
they're
on the
sitting
edge.
on the edge of this the chair.
As straight as possible.
So, if you're thinking about it in a technical way of thinking, the whole column of air or the source of where your airflow comes from is completely straight.
So it doesn't
So
matter.
that shouldn't be a problem whatsoever.
Right.
It does have an impact, perhaps,
Yeah.
if you are accustomed to singing standing up, because there are certain muscles that engage when you're standing up that when you're sitting down they don't.
Right.
And it might take a little bit of adjustment, but you can even adjust it in one go before you go. You find where you're comfortable.
Because for someone like me that doesn't know that much technicalities about singing per se, it seems like, you know, singing sitting down, those type of belts would be harder. But that's kind of like a myth.
Well, it depends. Yeah,
Depends
it
on the
depends
person.
on the person.
Right, I
It
see,
really
I see.
does, and in what type of technique that person is applying, because everybody has a different way of singing.
'Cause we've been
Everybody
seeing-
learns in a very different
You know,
different
we've been
ways.
seeing arguably the best singer out right now, Dimash.
Yes.
He sometimes sings sitting down and he
Yep.
doesn't give up. You know, he doesn't
Yeah.
care.
But if you pay attention, he does a
He
lot
decides-
of leaning back. There's a lot of engaging of the whole of the back of the neck, the back muscles that wrap around and down the diaphragm, that, you know, their intercostal muscles. The front of the belly seems totally relaxed, and there is such a power there, because when there's no unnecessary engagement on the lower part of your abdominal wall, you can engage the back and the muscles around the back, and that gives a natural cushion to the diaphragm, and it pushes the air without having to bust out
Your
a
lungs.
vein
All right,
up
your
here.
throat. Okay.
Yeah. So it
For those people, that's what you can see veins. It's not great technique. Depends
well,
on the person.
again, whatever works for you works for you. And
We're having that. It's sort of that conversation we're having, like, you know, even in sport.
yeah.
That it really sometimes it comes down to so many individual differences that.
It also depends on what type of style you sing.
Right.
Because, say, for example, if you're, you know, killing yourself, busting some veins here in the side of your neck whilst you're singing mostly pop stuff constantly, you're not gonna have a very long career without having any repercussions, vocal health speaking. Because it creates nodules, there's so much friction, it's just detrimental in the long run. But, say for example, you're singing jazz, it's naturally breathy. If you're going to the top of your range, and for the sake of keeping the breathiness, you go ahead and belt with a rougher setting, it does the job for that genre. That doesn't mean it's long lasting, or the healthiest way of singing. But if it works for you, then who am I to tell you it's wrong?
Yeah, of course.
You know?
I'm just sort of, interested in sort of what the general consensus in the sort of singing community or among singing professionals. That's sort of
It's
what it
very mixed. Everybody has their opinions, and
is. How about your coaches? Were they ever like one way?
yes,
in-
very much so.
And another way in some?
Yeah.
Right.
And in my upbringing, and it actually, because throughout my career, I've had several coaches, several people with different backgrounds and specializing in different genres, and they all have similarities in certain places.
Yeah.
But and the foundation of the technique tends to be the same. But there are certain details that
Tweaks.
make or break a singer, and it
Right.
depends on the individual, So
It
it's
seems
very
that's the
difficult.
case with amongst professions, isn't
Yeah,
it? When
yeah.
you try and really reach that elite level, it's just details that make the difference. Because but to get to even to be competing at that level or to be performing at that level, your foundation should be very strong.
Yeah, and that's why when I find singers like Morissette, or Casey, or people, I don't know, even Katrina,
Palabra,
that they're so comfortable in their own way of singing. To me, it's like a completely amazing experience, because getting to that point takes a lot of time,
I imagine.
and a lot of experimenting just to find exactly what type of combination works for you. And it's insanity.
Well, this is someone new. Elaine Duran.
Yeah, I would say it's Elaine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see it. Maybe I don't know. Apologies again if I pronounce any names wrong. Feel free to correct me. And
I'm sweating. This is so exciting.
and she's gonna sing Someday.
Someday.
I think we've seen someone else cover Someday, didn't we?
I think maybe
Darren?
Daryl sang.
Or One Day.
He sang One Day. Who sang? It was Budakel with Katrina. We've heard
Really?
them sing
Oh.
Someday. Yeah. Interesting.
Is this like in a? So good. It's got me wilding. You know what? It really does make me feel like she's singing to me. Like she's singing. It's very personal. It's very not specifically to me, but you see the point I'm trying to make.
Of course.
She doesn't know who I am.
No.
I don't know who she is either until now, and now I kind of want to meet her. Yeah.
It's so difficult to see somebody in this type of environments. I personally don't like watching like talent shows, because I being in the industry, I know that there's in such a disadvantage, and it makes me feel like, dang it, if things were different, if this was her show, things would be
She would
all
shine a bit,
playing
yeah,
to their advantage, right? Everything would be to fit her. So I personally don't like watching talent shows for that reason, because I know
Because
everything
it's
is
a one
so
size fits
generalized.
all. Yeah, of course. I mean, they have so
Every-
many contestants and stuff. So
and I understand that that's what makes the magic. Because in an environment that is so against you, personally, it's not tailored for you.
yeah.
They shine like this. It only lets you know this is just the beginning of a fantastic career. And now I'm wondering, because this seems like it's like perhaps halfway through the 2000s, maybe 2005.
I don't know if it's that old. I mean,
It kind of looks a bit old.
let us know when was this.
2009?
I think someone did say like she's a singer that a lot of people do look up to,
Oh, but how could you not?
but I'm not sure. What sort of year
When
this was.
this happened, and what has happened since then?
I don't know anything about
Yeah.
her, and I'll be reading the comments and doing more research once we
It's
hear your
incredible.
feedback. But yeah, she does have this very odd capability of making it feel very personal and charming and endearing.
Yeah, even the judge that was watching was like, "Oh, come on, snap out of it."
It is. It
This
is.
is so hypnotizing.
I think the weird bit of talent shows for me, or sort of competitions,
Mm-hmm.
is that these people are being judged not on the audience response, but like there's like some judges and
Based
they're like,
on personal
it's like
opinions.
good or
Yeah.
bad. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if people liked it, people liked it. If this would sell tickets, then it's good.
Yeah, but in the industry, once you're inside,
But why does
If there will be those individuals.
Okay, to play
their
that-
opinions would matter.
to play the devil's advocate, right?
Yeah.
Not saying this is my actual opinion, but just to play the devil's advocate.
Okay.
If a person is selling millions or let's say thousands of tickets, right? But someone who's very influential in the industry absolutely hates their guts and thinks what they create is trash, why does their opinion matter?
I don't think it
You're
would.
having a successful career.
Yeah, I don't think at that point would. But for an individual that has not had an in the industry,
Yeah.
that one person's opinions can totally destroy their career.
That's what I'm saying. So is
But
it
they-
worth
They haven't sold tickets yet, so nobody knows who they are yet. It's through this platform that they're getting known.
Yeah, but I'm not talking
and I
about
think that's no, but not the talent show setting. That happens in the industry. When, for example, in the West End, when a new show is about to debut, first they do a press run
of course.
where everybody from the press, critics from
They
the
review
industry,
it and all that stuff.
they review, they dissect it, they give their opinions, and if their opinions are positive, that show will do well.
But doesn't ultimately the review that matters is the audiences.
Yes, but if the product isn't up to standards through critiques' eyes, for example, in the West End, the show will not sell as much.
But what if? Why? I mean, shouldn't people be the judge, not this person?
I can't. You are totally correct. I understand where you're coming from, but that is what happens. So whether
It's maybe like
whether that's
food,
the
like
right
food
thing or-
critics. Like, you know, they go into this restaurant like your burger sucks, right? But if most people were enjoying it, does it matter that a food critique would say it sucks?
Depends on the influence of the critique, I would say.
Gordon Ramsay.
It would definitely.
But you're
have
not
an
a
impact.
struggling restaurant. You're a successful restaurant.
It would have an impact
Why?
because it's such a huge persona.
And
It would have it definitely have an influence whatsoever, like 100%.
if it says it sucks, but then
There will
everyone's
be-
ever been in there said it's lovely, it's brilliant, but
There will be a drop, definitely in percentage.
you're not understanding
sure.
my point. My point is this. Yes, obviously, with people that have an influence on a platform, it impacts sales and you're into an industry. Bloody hell, yes.
Yeah.
right?
So what is your point?
My point is, why the need of judges?
Because there needs to be a point of comparison.
Why does that matter? If
It's
people,
just the nature of the industry, though.
it's like in tennis, right? It's like in tennis.
Okay.
You either win or you lose. There's no judgment. You win or you lose. It's not a good win or a bad win. It's a win. It's not a good loss or a bad loss. It's a loss.
Yeah, but tennis is too frontal about it. There is a winner and there is a loser.
Shouldn't-
but
but
in
in music-
singing, in music, in food, there isn't just a winner or a loser.
Because it's more on the arts side.
Of course,
It's
very,
not that
it's very-
straightforward. But shouldn't it be? Would be the way, you know, for my brain to see it in a straightforward
Okay.
brain is you sold tickets,
Yes.
right? Or you haven't sold tickets, right? That's a clear win or no win, right?
Right.
You sold tickets and people went home happy because they enjoyed your show, or you sold tickets and people went home sad because they thought your show was absolute trash.
Okay.
Win, lose.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's not the latter, if it's people bought tickets and they enjoyed it, I was just making sure it's recording,
Yeah.
and they've enjoyed it, you have won. That's a W. That's a win. Regardless of whether Gordon Ramsay enjoyed or didn't enjoy your burger. You have people in your restaurant, you have good reviews,
Yeah.
and you have an audience that enjoys what you do.
I agree, and it's a definite win. Yes.
That's my
An
point with talent
achievement.
shows. That's
But-
my only. I'm not saying it's bad or wrong. I'm just saying playing the devil's advocate again.
It would still be detrimental for that person's career whatsoever,
Well,
regardless of.
Of course, my point is, why the need for the judges? You don't need the judges. That's my only concern with the. I'm not me playing the devil's advocate. That would be the only concern with talent shows.
Okay.
Take the judges away. Just make the audience rate it.
Well, that's what happens after.
So why the judges there? I've never watched talent shows. That really. So.
Well, for example, I think
Like, you know how they say, like, no, you go, you don't go.
I think it's only the first few rounds
Right.
where they choose, and the rest is up to voting of
People
people
vote and stuff.
Yeah,
Just why are the judges
Who's
there?
their
Why don't you just
favorite?
go home?
because in the first few rounds, somebody has to make.
And
Somebody
they're
has
also,
to
like,
make it-
famous, so it
yeah,
makes it a bit...
so they have to. It's for entertainment value. That's why I think modern talent shows aren't the greatest platform.
It's more for drama, it's big,
because
you know.
it's all about how they handle it.
Views, bro.
Exactly.
Fair
So-
enough. Go on, pull this back a little bit.
Well, that was
Pull it back a little bit.
from here.
Yeah, yeah.
The way I wanted you to need me someday. Someone's gonna take your place.
She's very lovely.
So good.
Oh, hi.
I hate when this happens. I don't understand why.
We just pressed play already.
No, it's the speakers. They
Oh.
just suddenly go off.
So it's just the
sometimes.
speakers. Just sometimes they disconnect of the doing of, I don't know, ghosts. Yeah, as we're in that topic, do you believe in ghosts? So distract
Well,
people
that-
so they
that
don't
took a
notice.
turn.
So they don't notice we're having technical difficulties.
Totally. I think
I
it
think
will work.
what I'm most afraid of is when we start going live.
Oh yeah, and this,
Actually, I'm not afraid of that, but it is like a bit of a shame if like you have technical difficulties, you know,
Halfway
because we're still
through it,
learning.
yeah.
You know? Yeah,
here we go.
I think it's fixed. Yeah.
No, perhaps the other contestant.
Oh right, they have to share stages. And
Yeah, that was so good. She was
Yeah.
really holding. Because I was gonna say it's so beautiful because he hasn't been oversung. There's like no overdone anything. But she was holding on to it for the best part of the song, right
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end.
She's good.
That was so great.
She's very special, very very special. I wonder what she, was she up to now, or is this really old, or is this
Yeah.
fairly recent? I mean, the graphics of like the animations of the show on the side,
they seem-
kind of looked a bit oldish. So I don't know if maybe
It's-
that's the style the show goes for, or if it's
I
really
don't
old.
know. The overall is an incredible still performance, and that's such a charming thing to do. But you gotta be at a certain level to make that work.
Yep.
Because sometimes simplistic shows like this can turn so boring for the audience. Can like totally be like, ugh, I don't care for this.
I guess.
No. If they're
Unless
not
the
done
singer's good.
correctly, none. Even when I've seen plenty of great singers bomb, like the singer really has to be emotionally connected to the piece
Yeah.
to create this atmosphere where everybody's in tune with the singer. You know, it's really cool though.
Yeah.
It takes a whole nother level of artistry.
She is good. I really
Yeah.
like her. I want to know more about her. And if you've got any other requests, go for it.
Yep. All right. So the next one is I'm really interested about this because I adore these two individuals, and
We didn't know they've ever done anything together.
no, this was such a beautiful, fantastic surprise. So this is KC and Bugoy Drillon doing a cover of "Jealous," and
Jealous
that
by
song-
Labyrinth.
Yeah,
We were
that
actually
song is
just
so
listening to it
good.
earlier today. Yeah.
Yes, that song is just so, again, so emotionally charged. There's so much happening in that song. So I'm really looking forward to this, and it looks like they recorded this with a phone or something. It's so cool.
I pressed played for like 10 seconds, and there's no mic. I think it's did it from the mic of the camera. So
Cool.
this is pretty much them a cappella basically.
That is insane.
And KZ, after listening to Say Something, I think that has gone live. Yeah,
Yes.
that has gone live. So she is by far right now like in my top 3 singers I think of all time
Yeah.
that I've enjoyed so much, and especially live. Like she's one of the performances I've got to watch live.
And you know a fun fact about that performance is that she arranged that literally minutes before
Last
going
minute,
on.
yeah. That's why I read that comment that she had to call McCoy,
Yeah.
her friend, guitarist, flew him in, and let's sort this out.
Let's
'Cause,
just do it now.
yeah, I mean, I need Jesus Christ.
murdered.
She could have easily bombed. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you have a bad
like,
performance.
it happens, especially in that type of setting with
Yeah.
so many outstanding and with so many like big level.
Maybe that's why it meant so much to her. When she does that, when she like touches the
like
chest and she's
freaking-
like singing, oh my gosh.
No, she made that performance.
It's a
She
tearjerker.
and her friend, the guitarist, they like absolutely
I
killed
think his
it.
name is
McCoy, you said?
I think his last name is McCoy.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Just call him Mr. McCoy.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Let's
And then
have
Bugoy,
it.
Bugoy is one of the
One
people
day.
that I'd love to, keep listening to and keep finding out. No, that one day, did he sing one day?
Yeah,
Or
one
was it
day.
Kel?
No. One day in the Wish bus.
Yeah, Kel
he did that.
sang Rainbow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic, both of those performances. I love Bugoy. He's got such swagger.
He reminds me a lot of like friends we had, singer friends that we had in Venezuela.
Yes, they do. I'm telling you, Filipino singers hit so close to home
I
for
know,
me.
I know.
It's so
It's
cool.
really enjoyable. I really enjoy doing podcasts like this. It's
Yeah,
really, really enjoyable.
Me too.
This
Anytime
is-
now. Whenever you want. There we go.
Yeah, it's pure a cappella.
Jealous of the rain
Yes!
Wow.
Yes, you're jealous.
that falls upon your skin.
Oh my goodness.
He's a jock.
Closer than my hands are in.
Oh my god. It's just a...
Oh, I'm jealous of the rain.
Nice. Yeah, turn it up.
I'm jealous of
So good. Come on. Be louder.
ripples through your clothes.
She's good. She's good.
Closer than your shadow.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm jealous of the rain.
Nice.
So good.
'Cause I wish you the best of
Wow.
all this world could give.
That guy is a joke.
And I told you when you
Even he went like, yeah.
There's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back. Tell me
Special, man.
all you found was heartbreaking misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me.
See, you don't really get to see much talent like this that often, dude. I'm serious. It's really, really tough to explain how, like, not difficult, but how, like, rare and special these guys really are. And then what's even more difficult that someone really needs to explain to me is why the hell did it take me this long
To
to
find
find
out
out
who
who
they
they,
are.
who they are. You know, it's really, that's the only annoying bit to me. Like, it's taken me this long to find out now one of my favorite singers ever. To find out one of the people I find the most, inspiring.
Yeah.
Like Bugoy, it's really, 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 that's the only kind of hard bit to not get angry at when we're watching stuff like that.
Their colors together are so impeccable.
It's
Like,
really touched you. Oh, that's nice.
It really did.
That's really good.
But I think it's because they, you know how I always say with Casey that she has a great understanding of the song and what the song requires and everything.
Because she's a purist. I keep saying it in every video. She's a purist.
But finding another singer that does it and understands you, who understands what the song requires,
Yeah.
it's out of this world. Completely out of this whole solar system.
Yeah, yeah.
And this chemistry and ecosystem that they have created, because the guitarist is just off the camera.
Yeah, I
he's
saw him
sitting
on the
there.
shadow, yeah.
So that whole ecosystem, the three of them created in that precise moment,
Yeah.
kind of like takes away everything else that's harsh about that environment.
Oh,
You
they
know?
don't even have a mic.
It seems like I'm just sitting there, right there with them, in the most raw and unfiltered way possible.
It's like a train station or something. You know what I mean? Like,
It does.
you're just walking through and then you find these guys singing. It feels like that. Like, what the?
It makes me admire them to the whole core of who they are and what they represent, because the struggle of being an artist, it's so broad, it's so wide, right? And I think it comes in all shapes and sizes, and in all type of industry, in every career you have your struggles, right? But when you see them through art, there are certain, for example, in singers, just certain songs that just help them be totally transparent, you know. It helps you see through them.
Yeah.
And this is it for me right now, you know.
Really is. It really is. I really agree.
The
I like the fact they're
colours.
also wearing
Matching
Jackets,
outfits.
yeah.
It's cool.
I'm jealous of the night.
Oh yes.
I don't spare you.
I love that lady, man.
Wondering who you lay next to.
See that cadence she has is, oh my gosh.
Jealous of the night.
Dudes, come on, sing me to
Range,
sleep.
range.
Jealous of love.
See, so clear, so
Something wasn't here.
you can see the pain.
Gone for someone else to share.
This is so good. This is better than some covers
Jealous of
that have been produced.
Cause I wish you the best of. Oh, this world could give.
Oh wow, so good.
I told you when you left me.
That is very touching.
There's nothing to forgive, but I always thought you'd come back and tell me, oh, you found love.
Oh, the harmonies are so great.
It's hard for me to say.
Oh yes.
He just catches her, you know.
You're happy without me. 'Cause I wish you
Oh yes, key change.
the best of.
Oh, this word.
Could give. And I told you
Oh.
when you left me, there's nothing to forgive.
They're amazing.
But I always thought you'd come back and tell me, oh, you found what heartbreaking into. It's hard for me to say. I'm jealous of the way.
Yes.
It's hard for me to say. I'm jealous of the way. You're happy without me.
Wow.
Sure. Sure.
My gosh.
I mean,
You know what that is? That is, dude. That's years of struggle. That's years of experience. That's years of learning. That's years of being told no time after time. That's years of
Dude.
just, you know, keep moving forwards and just doing their own way. And now they're both hopefully in a place where they, you know, they're way more comfortable than they were when they first began. And it's there is a lot in that. There is a lot in that cover. A lot.
Wow.
That is rough. That's difficult to watch. It's difficult to watch because we have seen
Oh.
we have seen we grew up in an environment where you'd see singers, and this, especially with the Philippines and Filipino singers, I think one of the reasons why perhaps we've enjoyed watching Filipino singers so much is for that point you made, is that it really does hit home. You know, you have
There's
no
such
idea.
a familiarity
You've
that
not-
I don't even know where it comes
I
from.
feel like I'm watching some of
My close friends that
Yeah.
I grew up with,
that
you
were
know?
incredibly talented and
And just the environment was so harsh and unforgiving that
Yeah.
you just cut their wings off, you know? It's, whoa.
you know,
It's,
and this gives you hope. You know, it's like, wow, these guys have been able to, you know, build an audience and share their talent. It's so much more than just music. Sometimes, you know, it's so as you said, I think
it
the right.
represents so much more.
Yeah, definitely. And in the Philippines, it seems like that too. That there's so many things going against you sometimes. You know, maybe you weren't from the wealthiest family. Maybe you weren't the most talented to begin with. You had to work your ass off, and you had to. Everyone was ahead of you. Maybe you didn't go to the best school. Maybe you didn't have a dad. Maybe, you know what I mean. Maybe the area you grew up just sucked. You don't know anyone in the industry. You have no internet. You know what I mean. So it's all you know is just how to sing. You're not good at anything else, but monetizing your voice is so difficult, and the world keeps telling you no and no and no.
Stop it!
And you just keep moving, you know, and you just keep moving, because there is a powerful message if you do make it, and that is that if you did it, it's possible that whoever's watching can also do it. It's very inspiring, you know. It there's so much more when we watch a lot of these singers. There's so much more that apart from their voices, to me anyways, and I know it's the same to you, because we've seen so many people have their dreams crushed. We've seen so many people battle so hard and it just doesn't work. We've seen, you know, we've been in positions where everything is going well and then everything's taken away from you and you have to start from zero. And now you're doing it on your own. You know, you don't have any people next to you. You're doing everything on your own. You edit your own videos. You do your own audios. You have no friends. You're in a, you know, place and no one knows who you are. And now you're starting from zero. It really hits home because, and the annoying bit, and I keep saying it, the thing that makes me angry the most is the fact that I don't know who some of these guys are. You know, I don't feel responsible to know who they are, but I feel like I should.
Like the media should, like there should be.
No, there shouldn't be any should. You know,
Good point.
you know, it is what it is.
It is. Yeah.
That's the point of struggle. That's what makes the whole journey meaningful.
And,
to be fair,
and that's what makes the artist. That's what makes the artist. Like
But-
I believe that every obstacle in somebody's career builds that character and whoever that person is, you know, it helps them shape who they will be in the future.
dude, that
And
capability of connecting with emotions through
Yeah.
words and singing, that doesn't come from a place of shallow.
no,
That comes from a
it
place of
can't-
pain
yeah, it
and
can't
suffering
come
and
from-
struggle.
from walking on the yellow
No.
brick road.
That
like, it
that's
doesn't-
real.
yeah.
That's real. So I agree with you. That's what gives him character.
Yeah.
That's what gives him connection. That's what makes him human. But the reason why I feel kind of like annoyed that I don't know who some of these guys are is because I don't know, I would think now with, you know, the internet and being able to really travel anywhere I want, really, online or whatever, social media, I should be able to easily find talent, and I would love to meet any of these guys and discuss what their journeys were like.
But it doesn't happen, isn't it? It's,
You know?
it's so strange. It kind of plays to that whole your demographic, where
Yeah.
you are, and
Yeah, and
stuff
I'm not
like
saying,
that.
you know, and not to twist my words, but I'm not saying, you know, that these guys are not known. That's what I'm saying. I'm really happy for them, the fact they've built an audience and the fact that they keep growing and people really, really, really have an interest in them and really support them. But it's just, yeah, I just, maybe because it hits so close to home, I want them to have all the awards. I want them to have all the views. Or,
yeah.
you know,
You're rooting for them so deeply.
yeah, I really
like,
do.
Yeah.
Not just because they're Filipino. Right? We've done this
No,
with so many other artists and stuff, and it's the same, you know.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is. I haven't been able to pinpoint it. I think I really don't know what it is, but the familiar factor in their performances, this certain Filipino artists, like when I watch Bugoy or Michael, or when I watch Daryl sing, there's such a familiar behavior that just hits home for me, and it just gives me straight nostalgia feels, and it makes me feel homesick, and I don't even know these people, you
Plus,
know.
combine it with their vocals and their emotional.
and and how they behave. Everything about them is so clear and is so humble, and you don't lose that humbleness through a performance, which can easily be filtered through, because when you're performing, you're a whole completely persona, especially when you're singing. There's this whole you're embodying this person of whoever you're telling the story.
Yeah.
Or say there's a whole acting
Maybe an
factor
exaggerated
to
version
it.
of yourself.
Yeah, so there's a whole theatrical side to singing, you know. It is an entertainment, is for entertainment. It's an exaggeration of feelings and emotions. So when you see somebody at such a great level as these guys that maintain that humbleness, and they stay rooted, and you can hear the pain or the love or the excitement and joy, like everything about, like suddenly you become one with them, and it's such a beautiful journey.
Really
It
is.
really is, you know.
It truly, really is. Let's. How about we finish off with Daryl?
Yes, sir.
He's performing here in Wish, 107.5. Don't know what to do, and I don't recognize whose song that is.
Me neither. Maybe it's an original track.
Could be.
He's great. He's such a Disney prince,
He actually is. He even looks like one.
isn't he?
Yeah.
He's such a Disney prince.
He could be like, you know, it reminds me of, what's that character?
He could literally be the voice of any Disney prince.
Reminds me a bit of the guy from
Tangled.
yeah, but he's blonde, isn't
Flynn
he?
Rider.
Kinda. It's like you know what I mean, like that type of like persona sort of thing. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm telling you, he could be any.
Yeah,
any
I bet
Disney
ladies
prince.
go crazy with him.
He could be Hercules too, if you think of his voice tonality.
Yeah.
I'm talking about voice tonality, no appearances.
Turns out
He's
it's
also
actually-
very handsome, but I'm just saying, in voice colors and tonalities, he
Yeah.
could literally be any.
Can you imagine,
prince.
like,
Yeah, you wake up one morning and then he is making coffee, singing his heart
or like
out.
say you're like you know just one of his friends, and you're like, I don't know, about to do shopping or something, and he's just
Ah,
la la la.
ah, ah,
Yeah, literally. And you're like, oh look, yeah, just my friend. You know,
This happens
it must be
naturally.
so weird.
Randomly breaks into song.
For real. Got some sponsors there, nice.
You gotta make the world go round.
Come on, man. Ah, this is what I was
the one
talking
you're
about.
talking about. Here's the piano. Is that a Yamaha? Yamaha. That's
It
is.
isn't.
It is.
I didn't see a brand. 107.5.
I have loved you only in my mind, but I know that there will come a time. You feel
This is a cover.
feeling I have
Yeah. Can't know what it is. though.
inside.
This is a cover.
Oh, they've parked now, and they have people watching him.
Ooh.
He is a huge deal. Like, I was... Dude, everyone loves him.
But how could you
Everybody
not?
loves
He's
him.
insane. He's got such a huge following on
Everywhere, dude.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, he's ginormous.
Don't know what to do.
That guy's
Who
a
sings
star.
Don't know what to do. Why is Blackpink coming up?
Is that a song that they have? Don't know what
No,
to
what
do.
to
I'd
do.
love to check that one out.
I think it is. Who sings that song? Why is Blackpink everywhere?
Maybe it's a Blackpink song?
No.
It doesn't sound like a Blackpink song.
Blackpink doesn't have ballads.
Ooh, that's a
Do
good
they
question.
have ballads?
Yeah, that's a good question. Don't know what to do.
Don't know. Who sings that song? Come on, Google, tell me.
Thing is it's music theatre.
Don't know what to do. It say, yeah, up here it says song by Blackpink.
I don't know. Maybe it's an original.
Why does it sound so familiar?
I don't know. It sounds like something, yeah, like in a theater or something like that. So
I think this is somebody else's song.
look, say the look, go up. It says, Daryl outperforms his rendition
So it is
of Don't Know What to Do,
R&B queen.
panned by Odette Quesada. It's originally popularized by the late Rick
Segretto.
Segretto.
Ah,
No idea what any of that stuff meant, but yeah.
let's search that up. Because it sounds so familiar. I just feel like I
Don't know what to say. Look, it's right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
He passed away when I was born. He's also from the Philippines.
American-born Filipino singer.
Right.
Mm.
What did he do? Was he just a singer?
He was a singer.
He was a singer, right?
Yeah, the singer.
You know what I say? Just a singer.
Just.
Hell of a career, mate.
Wow. I'm telling you, Philippines blessed by the singing gods.
Telling you. For real. Go on.
You're a hopeless romantic, just
Santinos.
what they say. Falling in and out of love, just like a play. Memorizing each line.
That's a great shirt. He looks fantastic.
He's in good shape.
What to say? Don't know what to do whenever you are near. Don't know what to say. My heart is floating in tears when you pass
So
by.
effortless. He makes it seem like it's nothing.
Piece of cake for him.
Every minute, every second of the day.
He's got perfect skin too.
yeah.
Special way. You're beside
But hell,
me
it really does.
all the time. All the time.
Handsome man, handsome.
So does the pianist.
I have loved you and I always will. Call it crazy, but I know someday you'll feel this feeling I have for you.
That's a good song.
That's a great cover.
I'm a hopeless romantic, I know I am. Memorize all the lines, and here I am. Struggling for words, I still don't know what to say. What to say? Don't know what to do whenever you are near. Don't know what to say. My heart is floating.
Please tell me they have speakers and people are listening to this as
Yeah,
well.
they are outside.
Right.
Every minute, every second of the day, I dream of you in the most special way. You're beside me all the time.
You know what's really interesting about him though? The more I watch him, the more I pick up on that detail.
Go on.
He really doesn't modulate on a very big mouth basis. So the resonance is all coming from the chest.
Right.
All his resonance is coming from down here. That is incredibly difficult to do.
Oh, right. Okay.
That is so unusual. Usually you like to have the jaw a little bit more detached,
Like,
a
for
bit more
example,
open.
Morissette likes to do that often.
Yeah, because you need the extra space for the resonance that goes on the back of the roof of your mouth. You know, it lifts up and you have that space, creates really natural resonance.
But he's got that much.
But he everything is very little here, very very small. Not I wouldn't say tight on the jaw, but it's just very limited. There's not a lot of modulation in the mouth overall. So it's all coming from down here. It's super
And it still
cool.
projects.
Yeah, because that's where the resonance comes from.
Right.
But it's just so strange. I adore that. It's a technique that people apply a lot in theater.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because the smaller the mouth, the more that you can concentrate on the movement of the tongue. So it enhances diction.
Right, I see. And obviously because you're being heard by so many people, you have to make sure whatever you're saying, it's pretty clear.
It's very specific.
Right, I see.
Yeah. But in this case, because the microphone picks up every detail, I wouldn't think that you would have to be so frontal with the diction, you know? It's so cool. I really like that.
All the time.
Can you see? It's all very narrow.
I didn't notice that.
Just pay attention now. I think it is gonna do it again. He's a beautiful pianist. See? All very, very little modulation in the jaw.
He's already speaking there, isn't it?
Still, just wait until he speaks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look.
Very narrow. And it's all coming from here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's
I see.
fantastic. It's fantastic. The most
That's
modulation that we have seen.
He's
Brilliant.
great.
Brilliant.
Ooh, nice.
Who belts with such a narrow mouth?
That's nice.
It's fantastic.
Go
Go
back,
back.
let me
Go
show you
back.
back.
Go back a little bit.
Beside me all the time, all the time, all the time.
Wow!
All the time.
I'll be throwing bros to some my girlfriend's
Wish
bra and stuff.
exclusive on Wish 107.5.
What a prince!
Okay, he's like smiling like, yeah, it was
He
nothing,
is
mate.
my prince. I'm telling you, he's my new Disney prince.
He literally is. He could be.
Somebody make posters. I'm gonna put them in my room. For real, what a magical thing. I don't know what it is about the Wish buzz.
Yeah, what the dude?
It's like those.
How many
Tiny
have you
Desk
watched
concerts.
from today, dude? Yeah, they really.
They just capture
But
the magic
it's this-
of the essence of the artist. I think that's what they're really good at. They capture the essence of the artist, but the artist itself has to have some essence. If whoever you're getting, if you're putting in that type of platforms that really aren't in tune with aligned with their whole music or artistry, those type of performances will
Like-
strip everything
Yeah,
away.
I mean, I think it's just because the people we've seen are the best of the best, regardless, because their vocal capability it's really, really advanced. So it's like we haven't seen anyone that maybe singing is in the stronghold, maybe like like the stronghold. Maybe it's more performing and stuff like that. We haven't seen anyone do that. I don't think because that's not a good place to go if singing isn't your
Your strongest
strongest,
asset.
at all. That would be that place would destroy you
Yeah, definitely.
if you're not an elite singer.
For sure.
That's a good point
It's
to
such
get
a
across.
it's such a fragile environment.
It's the same as Tiny Desk concerts. Some concerts that go there, some of the artists that go, I'm like, this isn't what you do.
Yes, but then you see some artists that you might have overlooked in their studio stuff, and then when you see them on that type of environment, they shine through so much.
Well, for example, a good example of that is Anderson .Paak, to me. Not that I underrated him, I just didn't know who he was. You did, right? But I didn't know who he was. What was really impressive to me is the fact that
Soul
he
King.
could
Funk.
yeah, that he could funk his way around the drums and the way around his singing and rapping. That's what was impressive to me. No one else is doing that right now. No. So the Tiny Desk concert benefits him. However, he is an elite singer. He's elite at what he does. When you see, I don't want to say names, but when you see
certain,
you're like, why are you there?
Yeah.
That's not who you are. Find a place that sells. At the end of the day, it is a business. You're trying to sell a product. The product is you, mate. So find a place where it would make your product look the best.
Yeah. I agree.
This works for these guys because they're that good.
Yes.
If you're not that good, but you're good at maybe, playing with visuals, rhythmics, with percussives through your
Cadence.
mouth, cadence,
Yeah.
melody. Fine. Don't go here though, because this is raw as. This isn't.
The visual element here is so secondary. It's
Yeah, bro.
it's totally
Those guys could be
complementary.
just shirtless, and it wouldn't. People probably like that even better.
Yes, but I'm talking about this type of like acoustic environments. They create such curiosity in for example in my persona. I know that you love them too, but it's because you do get to see the stripped version of the artist. You get to
Who
see
are you?
the essence, the true self,
Who are you? Who are you?
the honest and very see-through version of that artist. So the true concept.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's such a magical experience when you find artists like Rosalia, like Pablo Lopez. They they murder that type of setting. It's their setting, you know. Then you see people
India
like
Martinez does it really well.
but there's such a big plethora of artists that they just murder that type of plethora that they just like are the kings and queens of that environment, but that aren't necessarily the most trendy or the most the biggest selling artists.
I'd say
you know?
that's just lack of marketing.
I say that that's not what the audience wants right now either.
F it. Sia wasn't what the market wanted. What did she do? Okay, I'm gonna adapt my style to what people want. Titanium.
Good point.
I say it's just lack of marketing.
Oh, okay.
It's not what the market wants. You adapt your product to what the market wants. Pink is the trendy color. Wear pink. They want chocolate. You want chocolate, but you're a strawberry. Make strawberry chocolate.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that that's then losing the essence of the true artist?
Necessary sacrifice for a temporary amount of time. Then once you've reached the top, be who you are. Lady Gaga's done it.
Yes.
Rihanna did it.
Yes.
The first Rihanna albums weren't the most Rihanna. Now we found that out in Anti, and then she stopped making music. Anti, and then she stopped making music. You know.
Come back.
Yeah. You know. We found that out with who's this other artist? Oh my gosh! What the? I was just listening to him.
Who?
Khalid.
Ah, true.
You know.
Also true.
Some of his first Khalid stuff, and the stuff that made him go, you know, wasn't really him. Now we're getting him. You know what I mean? But it made him blow, and now he's able to riff and do more stuff. You know, it's the same. I'm just saying, temporary sacrifice. Really market yourself top. Collaborate with artists that are killing it right now. Make Bugoy collaborate with Travis. Pay whatever you have to pay with Travis Scott. Rosalia is the best example of adaptability, sacrificing, and then being called a disgrace, all this BS. Who gives a fuck? She's now at the top of the game. You know what I mean? And she hasn't lost herself who she is. She's made friends across different industries, different parts of the world. She's merged industries together, maintained her core, and now she can do whatever she wants. She's got contacts everywhere. She's at the top of the game in every industry. Reggaeton, Latin trap, flamenco. She's with legends of legends in Spain. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that's why when
good
people
point.
say anything about Rosalia, I'm like, okay, tell me which song you're talking about. Because, okay, Con Altura, maybe it wasn't, you know, people's favorite, but it put her in the map.
It's true.
Her reggaeton stuff was the stuff that put her on the map.
Yeah.
At least for a large part of the population. You know, if you were some of the people that were following her but prior to that, whatever, cool, good for you, right? We need more people like you.
Yeah,
but
true.
you need to sometimes sacrifice that type of idea, you know. And I think that's a true conversation to have. If you're like with a marketing agency or whatever, with some of these artists, are you willing to sacrifice some of you for sales?
For a temporary period.
Yeah. Mate, sometimes we know artists
I was
personally that would say no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have so many friends. I've met so many musicians, so many people. I mean, family members of mine, you know, that musicians that have lived their whole lives through music,
Gigging.
and being in the industry in several parts of the world. Hard, very difficult, and you would ask them,
they're hardcore.
Yeah, no, they're very hard in. Yeah, they don't do anything else. That's it.
Yes.
And
How to pay the bills.
and you would ask them because they have had opportunities. You have seen it. You've been there. I've seen it with my own two eyes. You get given opportunities, and the sacrifice is you. You got to sacrifice you. You got to sacrifice your sound.
Some of you, not all of you, some of you.
But Efra, when you're so deep in, like for example, these people that we're talking about, you're so deep in, it has taken you such a long way to find out who you are, to get a very like a good grasp of your sound, something that you have worked hard your whole entire life for some randomer who wants to make money out of you and tells you you just gotta strip away that tiny thing that makes you you.
Yeah,
Dude, of course, a lot of people would say no. That.
Here's the thing that I think now it's such a beneficial position for a lot of artists to be on. You know, we're also benefiting from it. It's the fact that social media exists and the internet exists, so it allows a lot of
Such a
artists to
great
be
tool.
independent for as long as they possibly can. And if you know me, you know I'm a huge advocate for that.
Yes.
You know, try and maintain who you are for as long as you can, because these corporate people are gonna want to try and get involved once you're
Yes.
getting all this, you know, all this attention. So
you can see it with Billie Eilish is a great example of that. Her brother Phineas.
Yeah, he's a good example
He
of
was
that.
independent. Actually, he's still with a semi-independent label. So he is in control of his music. He is in control of his rights. He is in control of what comes in and what comes out.
I'd love to see what labels these guys are on.
Yeah, good point. Are they even? They must be signed with people, right?
Don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, Casey
haven't done
must
my-
have a label.
She,
Bugoy needs to definitely be with a label.
I don't know. That's what I mean. Does he?
Very
That's what I'm
interesting.
saying. Does he need to be with a label?
Maybe that he doesn't.
You know? Just
Darryl, he's
look, like
got
for
such
example,
a big
all
following.
these collaborations we've seen, like KZ with
Bugoy, Jesse,
Jaja,
yeah.
with Buddha Kill. Are these guys with a label that made Buddha Kill? Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe are they just friends?
Good point.
And that's one of the most profitable, amazing, for both artistry and money-wise, friendships they've ever come up with.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a trio from heaven.
Yeah. Morissette and Daryl have made stuff. Morissette and Daryl. Is it because they're friends? Or is it because they're with labels? I don't know. I think it's probably because they're friends.
It seems very
Because
organic.
it's too often. They do it too often.
And it seems so organic. It
So,
seems something like so.
Whatever. Even if they
natural.
weren't friends, they're just doing it for business. Good for you. But I'm just saying. It seemed it's the same thing with Rosalia. Yeah, okay. She's with huge label, but she's made so many friends in the South American world.
Yeah.
That people I
the
want
whole
someone to do this song here.
In the whole Spanish-speaking community, she's
Rosalia is a god.
Yeah, she really is. La Diosalia.
Yeah, literally. Let us know what you think about this. It's a really interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a very
very one
interesting
way. Vale's very the other way. So,
No. I mean, I've changed my whole perspective on the industry.
yeah, because you've hanged around with me.
Yeah,
being inside for
as we can develop and see
especially
other
because
things.
now we're grown-ups.
Yeah, especially because now
And we're
I'm not
free
the
agents.
same. Yeah, I'm not the same 15-year-old, totally
Being told where to go.
illusioned
Yeah.
girl with a dream. It's a completely different place.
Yeah.
So right, so I was just gonna say that it's just great conversation, and I literally can go on and on for hours and hours on end. But if you want to go ahead and watch our podcast, where it's just all of us, the two of us together talking about countless topics like this one. There is Feature Friday Plus that comes out every Sunday.
Yep.
And you should totally go check it out if you're interested in more of our opinions. We cover news from the industry a little bit. Now we're doing that. We also do album reviews.
Just if there's
on
any
the
of these
new
guys, like
albums.
Filipino artists, have reviews, I'll be more than happy to check them out this weekend.
Definitely, for sure. So, feel free to keep suggesting amazing, incredibly talented people out there in the world, because as you can see, we're more than open to discover new people, because it's a fantastic journey, and it makes you it makes for such a fulfilling experience overall.
It does.
And I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. I also wanted to take a little moment to say thank you for the amazing growth that we've had in the channel. I mean, 80,000 people is watching right now, on subscribe to the channel. So I just wanted to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you stay tuned in for whatever's to come in the future. And yeah, that's it. I think that's all for today.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Sup, people, if you're a dancer. Sup, people, if you're watching this and you're a rapper or a beat producer,
A singer, a ghostwriter, or even just somebody who likes new music.
then this is for you.
Feature Friday is the show where we make new music every week, featuring your tracks, your raps, your lyrics, or yourself as an artist.
There's no catch. This isn't one of those weird posts where you click on the website and you're trying to order AirPods and they say it's free, and then you have to pay like $100,000 million for shipping. This is completely free. We understand how difficult it is in the music industry to get seen, and there's so many amazing rappers and singers and beat producers out there. So this is just a place to showcase your skills. We showcase our skills. We make music every week, which we love doing anyways. We get to show new artists to new people and new people to new artists.
So if you'd like to get featured next, message me here on Instagram or email me and we will get in touch pretty soon.
Please do it fast because a waiting list is forming and we don't want anyone waiting around. Keep scrolling by.
See you Friday.
Peace.
Bye-bye.